Hello, welcome to Bboru classes. Today we'll discuss class 10 maths, some important MCQ questions from the chapter real numbers. So let us start. So what is question number 1? The question number 1 is HCF of smallest prime number and smallest composite number is. So we are given four options. Option A 4, option B 1, option C 2 and option D 8 to find HCF of smallest prime number and smallest composite number. So, what is the smallest prime number? So, smallest prime number is what 2, and that of smallest composite number, that is what 4. So, what are the factors of 2? So, 2 into 1, and factors of 4 is what 2 into 2 into what 1. So, if we observe, so smallest prime number and smallest composite number, what is the HCF? So, if we observe, the common factor is what 2. That means highest common factor is what 2. Therefore, HCF 2, 4 is 2. So, our correct option is option number C. It is 2. Then proceed to the next question. So, if P and Q are two co-prime numbers, then LCM P and Q is. So, first of all, what is co-prime number? So, co-prime number means what? Those prime number whose common factor is what? 1. So, we are given two prime numbers P and Q. So, factors of P is 1 into P. Similarly, factor of Q is what? 1 into Q. So, what to be determined? LCM of P and Q. So, what is LCM of P and Q? So, LCM of P comma Q. So, common factor is what? 1. Common factor is what? 1. As well as uncommon factors are what? P and Q. So, when you product, it becomes 1 into P into Q means what? PQ. That means our correct option is what? Option number C. That means PQ. Then proceed to the next question. So, if we proceed to the next question, so what is the next question? C here. Question number 3. So, what is question number 3? So, for some integer m, the even integer is represented in the form of m, 2m and 2m plus 1, and option D, what is given? 2m minus 1. So, for some integer m, the even integer is represented in the form of, so we are given four options. Option A m, option B 2m, option C 2m plus 1 and option D 2m minus 1. So, for some integer m, the even integer, we need even number. First of all, even number means what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, these are even number. That means those number which are divisible by 2. Now, if we observe, suppose option number m, option number A, what is given m. So, if we substitute m equal to suppose 1, it is 1, which is not even. Similarly, if we substitute m equal to 2, it is even. If we substitute m equal to 3, it is odd number. That means sometimes it may be even, sometimes it may be odd. That means correct option A, it is not correct option. Similarly, if we proceed option number B, so what is option number B given? 2m. If we substitute m equal to 1, 2 1s are 2, even number. Similarly, if we substitute m equal to 2, 2 2s are 4, also even number. Similarly, if we substitute m equal to 3, 2 3s are 6, also what number? Even number. So our question is, for some integer m, the even integer is represented in the form of, so similarly if we substitute m equal to 4, 2 4s are 8. That means the correct option is what? 2m, because when you substitute different values of m, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, always we will get the even number. So option B, 2m is the correct answer. Next question. Question number 4. So, what is question number 4? So, question number 4, what is given? So, if P and Q are co-prime number, then P square and Q square are co-prime. First of all, co-prime means what? Those prime number whose common factor is what? 1. For example, suppose 2 and 3. Okay, let us consider P equal to 2 and Q equal to what? 3. Both are prime number. Now, square of P square and Q square. So, if we take the square of P, that means P square equal to square. So, 2 square means 4. Similarly, Q means 3. So, Q square equal to 3 square. 3 is what? 9. If we observe 4 and 9, that means the value of p square it is 4 and the value of q square it is what? 9. So 4 and 9, these are not prime number. So our options are, if p and q are co-prime number, then p square and q square co-prime. Option B, not co-prime, even and odd number. So 4 is even number, 9 is what number? Odd number. So option C even, option D odd number. But the value of p square, sometimes it may be even, sometimes it may be what? Odd. So C and D, it is not the correct option. A is not the correct option. So if P and Q are co-prime numbers, so P square and Q square not a co-prime, not co-prime, that means. So correct option should be option number B. Then after proceed to the next question. The number of decimal places after which the decimal expansion of rational number 43 divided by 2 to the power 5 into 5 to the power 2. So this type of question is very, very important for upcoming exams. So within, that means short interval of time, how can we solve this type of questions? See here. So basically what happened, the decimal expansion of the number, sometimes it may be terminating, sometimes it may not be terminating. That is non-terminating repeating decimal. So our question is 43 by 2 to the power 5 and 5 to the power 3. So the decimal expansion of this rational number terminate after how many digits? So for that purpose, we have two theorems actually. So suppose you are given a rational number. If we are express the that is denominator of the given rational number in the form of 2 to the power n, 2 to the power n into 5 to the power n, that means only 2 and 5 as a factor, then that type of rational number, that means decimal expansion of that type of rational number is always what? Terminating. Otherwise what? It is non-terminating, repeating decimal. So after decimal, how many digits are there? Just we have to remember the highest power of 2 or highest power of 5. Okay, if highest power of 2 is something is given or highest power of 5 is given, so if we observe, see here, so 2 to the power 5 into 5 to the power 3. The highest power of 2 is what? 5 and highest power of 5 is what? 3. So if we compare 5 and 3, the power of 2 is what? Greater than the power of what? 5. So here what is the power of 2? It is 5. So always remember the correct option should be what? Option number 5. So similarly, suppose you are given any number, let us consider 25 by 2 to the power 6 into 5 to the power 7. Now if we observe, the highest power of 5 is what? 7 and highest power of 2 is what? 6. So the decimal expansion of this rational number, that means terminate after decimal there are 7 digits. So similarly, let us consider, suppose 193 divided by 2 to the power 6 into 5 to the power, suppose let us consider 8. So it is terminating decimal because denominator in the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n. So but here highest power of 5 is what? 8. So the decimal expansion of the given rational number terminate. That means after decimal there are 8 digits. So in this way we can solve different types of questions. Now we'll discuss question number 6. And what is question number 6? If HCF a comma 8 equal to 4 and LCM a comma 8 equal to 24, then the value of A is. So we are given 4 options: option A 8, option B 10, option C 12 and option D 14. To solve this type of questions, there is a formula. So what is the formula? LCM of any two number into HCF of any two number, that should be equal to the product of the numbers. So here nicely given LCM of HCF of any two numbers. See here, the HCF a comma 8, it is given as 4, and LCM what is given? LCM a comma 8, it is given as 24. So HCF into LCM, that means HCF into LCM equal to product of the numbers. So here numbers are A and second number is what? 8. So their product, that means A into 8. So HCF what is given? HCF is given as 4, LCM given as what? 24. So A into 8. So we need to find the value of A. So 4 into 24, when 8 transfer it becomes divisor. So equal to 8. So 8 3s are 24. So 4 3s are what? 12. So A equal to what? 12. So our correct option is, so option A, that means the value of A is what? 12. So C equal to 12, that is the correct answer. So we have to always remember, that means LCM of any two numbers into HCF of any two numbers equal to product of the numbers. So using this formula, we can solve this type of questions very easily. Next, proceed to question number 7. So what is question number 7? If we observe question number 7, so if two positive integers A and B are written as A equal to P cube Q square, B equal to P Q cube, and where P and Q are prime numbers, then HCF A comma B is. So HCF. So first of all, HCF means what? Suppose HCF means highest common factor. So if we are given any two or three numbers, so how can we find HCF? To find HCF, HCF means what? Common factor, the product of common factor with lowest power. Product of common factor with what? Lowest power. So if we observe, the factors of A is what? P and Q. Similarly, factors of B is what? P and Q's. So, but the highest power of P is what? Here 3, and here highest power of P is what? 1. So common factor with lowest term. So common factor with lowest term, P cube and P. Nothing power means what? 1. So P will be there. And common factor Q square and Q cube. So common factor with lowest power Q square and Q cube. So Q square is lowest. So their product, that means P into Q square means what? PQ square. So our correct option is option number C, that is PQ square. So next, proceed to question number 8. So what is question number 8? So it is one of important questions. This type of questions already many times came in SSLC examination. So if A equal to 2 cube into 3 to the power n into 7 to the power 1. B equal to 2 to the power 1 into 3 square into 5 to the power 1. C equal to 2 to the power 1 into 3 to the power into 7 to the power 1. And LCM of these three number A, B, C is given as 2 cube, 2 to the power 3, sorry, into 3 to the power 5 into 5 into 7, then the value of n. So suppose we have to determine LCM of two or more numbers. So LCM means what? The product of common factor with highest power as well as what? Uncommon factor. So everywhere the factors of A is what? 2, 3 and 7. The factor of B is what? 2, 3 and 5. The factor of C is what? 2, 3 and what? 7. And LCM of these three number given is the 2 cube, 3 to the power 5, 5 into 7. So what are the factor? The factors are 2, 3, 5 and 7. So here highest power of 2 is what? 3. Here highest power of 2 is what? 1. Here highest power of 2 is what? 1. And LCM of ABC, highest power of 2 is what? 3. So similarly, the one another common factor is what? 3. Highest power of 3 here not given, it is given as what? And so here highest power of 3 given as what? 2. Here highest power of 3 is what is given? 1. So here the power of 3 is what? N. So if we observe LCM of ABC, the 3 is one of the factor. 3 is one of the common factor. And here power of 3 is what? 5. So if we compare these two common factor, here n, here 5. So n equal to that should be what? 5. So our correct option is option number B, that is what? 5. So always remember, suppose you are given 3 numbers or 4 numbers, it may be 5 numbers may be given. So how can you find LCM? LCM means what? Common factor with highest power, product of common factor with highest power as well as what? Uncommon factor. So next, proceed to question number 9. So it is one of the important questions already 2-3 times already in case of SSLC examination. It is already came. And how can you solve this question? See here. So question number 9, square root of 28 is an irrational number. So which of the following is the smallest real number to be multiplied to root over 28 to result in a rational number? So first of all, root over 28. So everybody know root over 28, it is an irrational number. Basically what happened? So real numbers are classified into two types. One is rational number, another is what? Irrational numbers. So rational number means what? Which can be expressed in the form of p by q, and irrational numbers cannot be expressed in the form of p by q. As well as in case of rational number, the power should be what? It is a whole number, but irrational number power may not be a whole number. So square root of 28, that means. So square root of 28 means what? 2 square into 7. That means 2 root over 7. Now what to be product with 2 root 7 such that it is a rational number, but that real number should be the smallest one. So we are given 4 options. So option A what is given? Square root of 28. So already determined square root of 28 means what? 2 root 7. So option B what is given? Square root of 28 by 2. So 28 means 2 root 7 divided by 2. So 2 cancel out. That means square root of 7. Similarly, option C already given 3 root 7. And option D what is given? Root over 7 by 2. Now if we compare, that means when we product 2 root 7 by any one option, the result become a rational number. But our question is, root over 28 is an irrational number. Which of the following is the smallest real number to be multiplied to square root of 28 to result in a rational number? So here the main point is what? The smallest real number. So all are real numbers. So out of all these 4 options, so which one is the smallest real number? So options are 2 root over 7, root over 7, 3 root over 7 and root over 7 by 2. So if we compare these 4 options, so out of 4 options, I think small d, root over, that means option D, root over 7 by 2, this is the smallest real number that to be product with 2 root over 7 to make it a rational number. So correct option is what? Option number B. So in this way, we can solve different types of MCQ questions related to real numbers. So for more concepts on different chapters one by one, okay, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thanks for today.